You and me both, buddy. You and me
Literally.
both.
Yeah.
It's always something. I don't. The one thing I don't have is the virtual cam, so I can't share what I'm seeing with you guys in Discord. But anyway, we're recording. Yes, previously on you had a series of interactions, I'll say, with Ross, and then Ross had interactions with the ship itself. There's this whole symbiotic relationship now between Ross and oh my god, sweetie. Ross kind of has this whole like umbilical kind of it was like a one-way trip, one-way surgery, where he is now attached to oh my god, sweetie. And you guys, if I recall correctly, you tried to, or you reactivated the nanites in Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Ross fought them off because they were hostile to the crew.
Yes.
For now.
Then there was an unexpected guest that showed up, and you guys tried to avoid it. You didn't. Not completely, anyway. And it gave out this big pulse, which, when impacting your ship began to tumble uncontrollably, losing orbit, and begins to tumble back down to the planet's surface.
I'll tumble for you.
The opening shot will be just alarms blaring, what? And like emergency lights coming up as the crew kind of stumble their way, even holding on to the interior, anything they can grab onto as the ship kind of all the inertial dampeners and things that are preventing you guys from just rattling around inside are not really functioning at the moment. And so you guys are kind of rattling around inside, holding on as best as you can. All of you would see the camera would come in. It would basically like come in and see the ship tumbling out in space, and then tumbling into the planet's surface, push through the hull of the ship, showing you guys hanging on, classic Star Trek-y. You know, you're wobbling around, holding on to and in the background, you would see it would pan over and it would show Ross on his bed, on the med bed, kind of linked in. I said he passed out when we faded to black last time, and as it kind of bathes the room in emergency red lights, you see Ross. Ross, you sit up. Effectively straight up, your eyes open up. It is Ross, not Ross, for everybody else in the room, and he begins rasping out, "Interloper!"
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Oh no.
This place is, everybody gives Ross a wide-eyed look, I would imagine. We're dropping out of the sky while this is happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like two problems. Well, I hope they're not the same problem.
Just so we're clear, I told Grace this earlier. I'm taking some old tried and true DM advice that says create problems, not solutions. So
yeah, I'm betting that they are the same problem.
At least have to be interlinked, right?
Yeah.
Interloper.
Shut up, Ross.
Immersive, Brian. Thanks.
Interloper.
Oh wow, the audio. It's weird. OBS clearly picks up your audio just fine, but my headphones are playing it so quiet. I had to jack your volume way up, but OBS is just peaking out of control, so I had to drop you guys way down.
I noticed our camera is really clear. This setup
Nice.
is very clear because the other way was get a little grainy and fuzzy. So this is very clear.
Good. Well, I always strive to moderately get better over time.
To make sure I have no
get worse.
boogers in my nose or.
Yeah, you guys do see it. You're having that moment, that Trek moment where you're jiggling around in the med bay here, all grabbing onto something as you kind of wildly tumble down into the planet's atmosphere. The ship itself won't burn up per se. It won't enjoy having an uncontrolled fall into the planet, but it won't immediately burn up or anything. You are safe from at least that.
Can we give it some kind of a boost or something to sort of jolt it back, or is the EMP like active over and over repeating, or is there a burst and we could recover from it? Science guy. I don't know.
Science!
Well, I was going to say one of you needs to run down to the engine room and hit the big reset button, because there's a big reset button in the engine room. Because when we set up the whole thing, we did put like just a big on-off button in the engine room, just as a big fail-safe.
Just
Everyone's got 'em.
Would you say that when?
Yeah, I'd be screaming that probably, and then I'd be like, I gotta deal with Ross.
Interloper!
I'm gonna go to navigation so that when we do get power back, we can do something with it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Win, it's up to you.
All right.
You're gonna save us all.
So when you're running to the
Engine room.
Win for the win. Let's
act
go.
under pressure. See if you can get down there.
Interloper.
Glad you appreciate that, bro.
I do. I'm gonna keep using that till. What happened?
Graceful, swift, and acrobatic. Nice.
Ooh.
Doesn't get too much better than that.
You're like Bugs Bunny in it. La 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 la.
Where we go? What are we doing here? Win? Do you want disadvantage going forward?
I think he just does it. Oh, he doesn't get any of those.
Yeah, it doesn't say I pick anything.
Oh wait, you're right. Yeah, I think I gotta change how I set up these macros. Confuses me.
Such an interesting.
So
I just noticed that
you-
successes are blue.
yeah. You're able to acrobatic your way exactly as it says, just kind of leaping. If we had the budget for it, it would they would be spinning everything and you'd be running down this kind of crazy tunnel.
Crazy tunnel. Crazy kids.
Like Inception, where they're in that whole tunnel thing and it's the gravity is all moving around. Anything. Anyway. Yeah, you're able to successfully make it to the engine room. He may have said that it was just a shutdown button, and it is. There's like this big red button that's blinking. There's nothing stopping you from pressing it, and you're more than welcome to if you wish, Win. You are in the engine room.
He as soon as he gets in there and sees it, he hits it. He doesn't even think twice about it. That's what Ditch said to do.
Yeah. Well, it's there. Big red button. Just like on the trash compactors and the box compressor. You know, the go button is covered up so nobody can accidentally hit it, but the stop button. Although we now we need the go button.
You had to
hit the
flip
go
like a little
button.
plexiglass thing to smash it in.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
Had to unclip a plexiglass cover. You smash it down. The ship goes through a full shutdown. Like all around you, even the emergency lighting goes down. What am I looking for? I need Ross to roll for me. I
Okay.
need Ross to roll stalwart.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna pop the choke and start pulling.
Oh. Oh, 7. That's okay.
As soon as it turns over a little, I'm gonna close the choke and then try and pull again.
No flooding this time. Prime it.
Mm-hmm. 3 pumps. Don't do more than 3 pumps. If you do 4, it's
Oh,
done. You're
flooding.
done. I'm not scarred or anything.
No.
So as the engine comes back online, as the system comes back online, you've primed the ignition coil and you've set it off and you've started up, and you get that classic everything starts to come back online. All the computers begin to re-register. They're posting, reading out basic system information as they boot up, as everything resets. Ross, as you kind of get, because of your stalwart role as a partial success, you are currently having what is effectively you wake up on the bed. You're conscious. You kind of were not earlier. Don't really know what's going on. And you having like a massive migraine headache. Like fireworks are going off in your head, but what you truly hear is like this rasped interloper in the back of your head, that makes you distrust everybody in the room with you. You're not their friend right now.
They're all jealous of me. That's what it is.
You guys are still tumbling as the ship comes back online. Ross, you're in a bit of a haze. So you've kind of lost direct connection with the ship itself because of the reset. Amy, what are you up to?
Into navigation so that I could take advantage of our power coming on and right the ship.
Okay,
Really?
perfect.
Thought so.
Go ahead and act quick. Give me a slick.
Click.
Okay. Would you say that I am using reflexes and
reflex.
ability to
And what? Sorry?
my reflexes or agility in order to?
Sure. I'll give it to you.
So, here we go. Be a good roll.
Wow, on my screen, it looked like you rolled 2 1s. So, looked like you rolled snake eyes. You did at some point roll snake
Did.
eyes.
I rolled a 6 and 2 1s.
Woo. Good thing for that advantage, huh?
And yeah. Well,
Maybe.
actually, I don't
maybe
think
not.
it added anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the first 2 were the ones that mattered. Anyway, who cares?
You're hanging on.
Okay.
Which one do you want to choose? You definitely you catch
Take a
it.
stress.
Everything's you take a stress. Okay, yeah, you're just hanging on to the controls, the manual controls, because the primary computer's offline. That subsystem's currently offline. But you guys have righted yourself. You're able to pull yourself out of a free fall. You have not been able to regain enough power to like counteract the free fall, which is to say, I guess you're kind of coasting now, but you're still heading down to the ground in a controlled fashion.
Okay.
Then for the moment, I'm looking for a decent place to land while I hope that.
Okay. I would say that if you feel so inclined, you could coast your way back to the general area around your original landing site.
Hey, Ditch, you want to go back to that death ship, or should I go land somewhere else?
No. Go somewhere else.
Okay.
This is bad enough.
I'm just gonna throw up now.
Yeah,
Wes, come on.
So Win smash the button, reset the computer. Amy grab the control. She's manually bringing it back in. Ditch, as you see all the computers start to come back online, you see that whatever was interlinking between the OCP and Ross, your Ross unit, is now degraded. But the problem is that it like they had become symbiotic, and when Ross kind of went offline, so did your like a bunch of your engines and a bunch of your impulse engines or whatever, like your maneuvering thrusters and things like that, and a bunch of other random subsystems have gone down as a result of Ross being effectively cut off from the ship now.
That's interesting. Is he awake?
Yes, but he is in pain.
He's in pain.
I'll go in, and first thing I do is ask him how he's feeling, and then if he says in pain, then I'll get him some pills, hand them to him, let him take them.
These pills aren't poisoned. You tried to kill me.
It's
because of my face, isn't it? It's my face.
I'll put my hand out and be like, okay, I'll take him.
One of us is taking him.
Okay, I just gobble him up, like, because Russ is in a bad way, so.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. This is my face. I know it. I'm jealous. I'm not with this ship. I don't know. What am I doing?
I really don't know what to do.
So I'm all my mental inspiration for this is like Akira and Cronenberg.
I love Akira.
Okay.
So good. And memories. I just watched that too. It was good. Thank you for that.
So, do I clue in?
Ross?
Well, yeah. Do I clue into the fact that like Ross being dippy is making the ship dippy?
Yeah, I mean, you would probably. I don't. There's no role for it. I think you would intuit that as a ship technician. You deal with this kind of stuff. It seems like there's some synaptic abnormalities that have occurred because of this whole interaction. So yeah, Ditch, you would definitely be able to intuit that this because, as you say, because Ross is dipping, the ship is dipping too.
I am going to. Hey, Ross, take some of these too.
What are these? What is this?
Adrenaline. mixed with meth.
Yeah.
We need you to stay awake right now. Can I run the quickest of diagnostics to see
Plug me in, ditch.
what's going on in there?
Plug me in now.
You're already plugged in.
Yeah, you were never not plugged in. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
If you were unplugged, we would not be having most
That's
of
right,
these
yeah.
problems.
Sorry. I was.
If I could unplug you, I would have done that. But I don't think that would work.
That's
that
right.
would
Yes.
you'd
Yes.
kill
I'm sorry.
somebody or someone would die.
Fire it up. Do whatever you got to do. Get the nut.
Do it, Douglas. Do it, ditch.
Yeah, I wanna run a quick diagnostic on him to see if I can see what the hell's going on.
I feel like this is an alien roll.
Okay.
Yeah. My advantage too is to go up.
Excuse me.
Shh.
Ooh,
Where?
big roll.
Online.
What are you trying to wean out of this information? Because you do know that, Ross and the ship have become very symbiotic. Are you trying to figure out a way to bring the system back online without him?
No, I'm trying to see the connection between the ship and Ross and the nanites. Because if I can cut the nanites off, then we have Ross and the ship. And that's good. It seems like the nanites are the interloper thing was definitely messing with the ditch.
Yeah, absolutely. So it really has. You're able to see that basically the connection from Ross is shitty. It's got a very low signal to noise ratio, as it seems like the nanites themselves have begun to interfere with his communication with the ship.
Okay. No, I'm not a biologist yet, but I'm really close.
In all those failed dice rolls, I've become a biologist.
Yeah, if one more, and I'm a biologist. I
Talk
almost
about failing
want
upward.
to electrocute Ross to throw the nanites off. Hopefully it doesn't throw Ross. Hopefully all the drugs.
Personally, I like this idea. I don't know how Ross feels about it.
Yeah, well, I just gave Ross so many drugs.
Me?
He's all high. He's on adrenaline. He's on speed.
Yes, we would at least tell you before.
He's on painkillers.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that if I juice him, it'll at least maybe just throw off the nanites, and we can get the ship back. Then deal with the nanites. The other thing I was thinking was like when you they inject things into people when they're having heart attacks and stuff, norepinephrine and all that stuff. I think I already gave him a lot of drugs, more than I ever should have. But so I think I'm left with electricity.
It's alive.
So yeah, I'd like to electrocute him.
Okay, so you got space defibrillator plates that you're bringing up to Ross.
Oh, this is getting kinky.
I do quick modifications to him to juice him up higher.
Juice him up.
Yeah.
This is gonna make me feel good.
Yes, it's gonna be great.
Oh,
Hurt like hell, but you probably won't know, or you like it. Who knows?
It's okay.
Yeah, so I want to hit him with it.
Okay. Ross, how do you feel? You would see him coming at you, Ross. I mean, you're conscious.
Whatever to get me back to where I need to they need to be. So he's hurts, little pain and pleasure. They're both synonymous. Just do it.
Okay.
Fucking do it.
It's getting weird with Ross and Ditch.
I know where you can hook it
It's
up.
my
though.
fault. I can't. Trying to think what kind of role, like
Jury rig?
yeah,
Right.
because you wanted to change them.
Don't put it on the X on my butthole.
No, this is going on right on your face.
This isn't the.
Oh, that was a
dumb.
bad roll, but I just barely did it.
Oh.
Technically, with my expertise, I don't really have to choose any. Because that's what the expertise does.
Yeah, but you want to, right?
I want to choose one of them? Or I don't have to, I can choose two of them with my expertise. I can't read these things. They're like double negatives to me.
It won't take long
That's
to
fair.
do it.
Oh, it has to happen right now.
It will do exactly what you want it.
And it will do exactly what I want. So.
And
I guess it's
exactly what you want is to
temporarily neutralize or disconnect the nanites from Ross, but not Ross from the ship.
Okay. Using your previous research that you did on the nanites, you're able to create this kind of jury rig the paddles, the defibrillator paddles, and so that they don't just give off some kind of specific shock, they give off this like specific frequency when they pulse into Ross's body. Ross, this whole time you've had this, this splitting headache, this migraine with this word getting repeated into your head over and over and over again. And in that moment when Ditch comes over and he defibrillates you and it sends this shock through, you get clarity. You feel the ship again. In the background, the camera would show like a bunch of system stuff, registry going off in the background, as you effectively once again you turned them on, you turned them back on, or you turned them off, you turned them back on, and now you've turned them back off again. As the nanites, you shock them into dormancy. Once again, just sitting dormant in Ross's flesh.
Mm-hmm. Ross, do everything you can to help Amy land this ship, please.
Okay, I'm back.
Ross, you were like stumbling out of a drunken stupor kind of hangover.
Here I come, save the day. I don't know. So I'm plugged back in. Okay.
We know where that other ship is right now.
Are you like your sensors would probably be coming back online now and you would be able to track it? Yes, Amy.
Is it following us?
It seems like it is. It's making an approach towards the crash landed ship.
Okay.
Oops. Excuse me.
Should I shoot it? I'll try this gun again.
No, let's not get their attention yet.
We're also not near it, are we, anymore?
No. Amy, you were steering right, kind of away from the.
Oh, that's true.
From the crash site, and as
right.
Ross, as Ross's interface with the ship comes back online, you are able to take control of more of the avionics, and the engines come back online so you can push it, and you skip your way kind of into this low valley meteor crater full of dust, tossing up your own kind of cloud of dust as you settle now into a very bumpy, aggressive hit to the ground. But you do. You land in this crater. So you guys are no longer in free fall. You are on the planet's surface. Ross is Ross-ish.
Do we have sensors on that other ship? Is it coming here?
No, it's headed to the crash landing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
How is everyone? You all good? Everyone braced and
uh,
I'm conflicted.
conflicted.
can
Mixed
can I-
emotions.
Wynn's probably gonna go into security mode,
Okay.
kind of thing, and just running like a watch around or watching the sensors, doing something to make sure that this ship doesn't come back at us. Does Ross
Oh.
have control of the guns?
I can.
Oh, you mean
Okay.
the ship's guns?
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with yes at this point.
Okay.
He tested him out because didn't we say you fixed him and he was
Yeah, I
able to
did.
make?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean more since now that he's
Oh,
reset.
yeah. So he's still pretty linked into the OCP, the OCU, the Organic Computing Unit. I keep calling it the OCP because I've watched too much.
RoboCop.
Yeah, RoboCop.
Yeah,
I
so
think
the
I got-
Wynn's probably watching the sensors so that they can figure out how to fix the ship because he's not really any help in that area.
Okay.
He's watching he's mainly keeping an eye out for that other ship.
Cool. I think I need to figure out how to get Ross off the ship, off the network. I think that we have to be able to physically run off the ship in a way. I think that needs to be an option for us.
Oh, I think there's an idea. I think
What?
Amy had a brilliant idea.
Oh, I was just thinking that maybe we could retrofit one of our drones so that Ross can kind of connect into it and become more mobile.
Spider drone.
Okay. What
That
drones do we have?
when I talk about drones, I mean the little spidery things that
Oh yeah.
The
yeah.
Those
DRDs
little
or whatever they're
things.
called.
maintenance drones, not anything.
Yeah.
Oh, not really spider. Darn it, I was kind of hoping for spider appendages.
Yeah, and it's more likely you'll just be carrying around this thing like in one hand you'll just have your brain attached to.
Oh, okay, we gotta make sure that I don't have to carry it like my brain
Like
in
a-
a pan.
Yeah, like a
Mystery Science Theater.
like
that
a
guy,
small
brain
dog,
guy.
or yeah.
It's my support brain.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, Amy. I'm gonna start working on that if I can.
Sure.
Is there
Yeah.
anything that we can do to try and protect the ship against another EMP?
Sure. How do you propose it? I'm.
So I've heard that graphene in very thin layers actually can have some blocking against electromagnetic pulses.
Okay.
And graphene, you just get that from coal. So could probably either harvest some here or we might just have some somewhere on ship.
Well, our ship is carbon based, so it's already in the ship. It's just not in the right isotope,
Sequence.
the right molecular structure. So we just need to change it a little bit. We'll
Need
figure-
to grow it. Maybe you can.
We just tell the replicators to grow it differently.
Let's
That's an
conversation.
easy program.
Can we just try and get the ship to kind of leak it on the exterior and paint itself with it?
We needed to sweat out some
Yeah.
coal.
Secrete it. That's a good idea.
I mean, that's what was my thought, that you kind of bioengineer it to secrete it as part of its coating that protects it from the
Exactly.
outdoors of the vacuum of space.
I think the sweat comparison is apt.
So weird.
That's probably something you'll have to take up with Ross, as he would probably be able to help facilitate that better than most at the moment.
Yeah.
Given his current relationship to the oh my god, sweetie, what the hell?
So Ross, I know that you don't sweat, you glisten.
Well, that's true. You're so sharp, Amy.
But we've got this idea.
Okay. Oh, you want me to secrete something? I'm pretty good at
Yeah, like Ditch says that you just have to sort of adjust it a little bit and
that. Oh. It's kinky too.
yep.
Okay.
It
I'm
is?
Ross thinks
It's
it is.
Ross, of course it is.
Ross, it is kinky. Well, yes.
It gets Kiki just by Ross's involvement, I think, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know it is. Oh, you love it, all of you, so stop pretending. Yes.
Yeah. Just add a couple carbons over to this bond here, and it'll work totally fine.
All right, tell me what to do, and I actually sent a message in chat there that as when everybody's running around doing things, Ross is getting more in tune with the ship.
So, Amy, are you doing this share expertise type thing?
I don't think this is expertise of mine in particular. It's just an idea I had that Ditch
Fair
thought would work. I think it's his expertise being applied, really. I just thought maybe if it's secrete.
Okay. I'm trying to think how to make this into a role of some type. Maybe I don't need to, but
Alien?
like this is a complicated task, so I'm not really sure how to. Yeah, alien. Give me alien.
Alien.
Let's see how I think most of your roles where you have to manipulate ship should probably leverage alien.
Oh, okay, not a failure, but
Is it something that we can improve with a help?
Maybe. Well, that's what I was. That was my expertise thought. But
Yeah. Actually, I could give him advantage if I share my expertise with him. That's something that I can do.
okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you had foreknowledge of ship manufacturing techniques, I'd imagine you'd be able to cue him in on some certain aspects.
Yeah, I just show him a picture of the molecular bond change.
okay.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's very easy.
Ross is, or rather, Ditch is very adept at helping you learn your new body, Ross.
Show me, Ditch.
Does that mean he gets advantage?
Sure.
Sure.
I rolled an 8, so
Roll another d6. Just one d6.
me?
Yeah, you.
Me? Yeah, me.
You already rolled the 2. We just need a third.
Oh,
So you got to.
Jesus.
So it's still just an 8.
Or yeah, 8. Yeah.
Oh well.
It's so complicated. Those drawings.
I'm just muttering to myself. He must have been just really bad at chemistry.
Because of Ross's current caloric situation, his ability to grow new skin and adapt it in the way you guys are asking is very limited. So it's a very slow process. He is capable and he is doing it, but you would see like this small little patch of graphene infused outer hull just very slowly but surely creep across the skin of the ship. But it's going to take time, hours, if not a day or two.
So
At the current rate, anyway.
I had a thought about that too. Ross being so low energy. So I know that we're out of fuel. Okay. We don't have enough fuel to jump anyway, right? Maybe there's still like, I don't know what kind of bin we keep it in or container or whatever, but maybe there's some at the edges a little bit. Anyway, my idea was if we could just sort of slosh that up together into a meal for Ross, that's surely, negligible to the ship, but it would give Ross enough of a boost to help.
So you want to get the last bit of toothpaste out of the toothpaste, or the last bit of peanut butter out of the peanut butter jar? You're gonna try and scrape the sides with the spatula?
Can humans
combining
eat?
multiple peanut butters.
Now, Ross
Like,
isn't entirely human, right? Not anymore. So, like,
I think his body is. Well, I'm not going to argue against you.
It's NutriPaste, right? I mean, yeah, it's just super calorically dense NutriPaste. Yes, you can absolutely eat it. It's not good tasting. It is not.
imagine it would be like eating butter.
Oh,
Like Crisco.
Yeah, it had probably more of a buttery, Crisco-y with a bunch of like bread. What's that Pennsylvania shit they make? Scrapple. It's
God.
probably very similar to
Scrapple?
like a smooth scrapple.
Gelatinous scrapple.
Yeah, there you go. Gelatinous scrapple. That's perfect. It's the perfect monster name too. Oh, it's the gelatinous scrapple.
So,
And scrapple, I believe, is mostly just like suet, which is like extra thick fat. And like other stuff.
Parts. Yeah.
Is it organ meat or something?
Yeah, I think it's like hot dog sausage model.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Armor hot dogs.
But it's more liquidy and it has this kind of grayish shimmer to it.
Mm. All right. Yeah, we could do that. Get Ross a snack.
Do a little more lore. A little more world
Apparently, if we
building.
need to, we can eat the NutriPaste. You can either jump or you can eat.
It's funny. This is almost exactly what they were doing on the Ark.
Mm.
Either drink water or the ship could move.
oh,
Metaphor. All right, I would like to make up the drone helmet buddy for Ross so that he can walk around the ship.
Okay, give me a jury rig roll. Let's see how good this
All right.
thing works.
Don't watch me eat this. Love you.
Oh no.
Oh, 8. Okay.
Yeah. This
Okay.
bonuses are- +3 is pretty huge in this game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my time with it, so it won't break and it will do exactly what I want. But I'm not gonna be able to do it quick. Which
Sounds
makes
good to me.
sense, I guess it's a lot to think about. I'm making another tube out of the wall to the drone, modify the drone to take the tube coming out of Ross's head, but I got to make sure it's working properly before I can even test it or try it, switch it over. So we'll put it in a backpack or something. Fanny pack.
Fanny pack's never going to style.
Nope.
In my head, this thing's like the size of like a trilobite or whatever, right? Those big kind of
Like a basketball?
I think so.
That's kind of what I was thinking. One, like a square foot ish.
Yeah, I mean, I was picturing basically this big-ish with with lots of little legs, which is why I think of them as spidery.
Yeah. I'll take the legs off later if I need to. For now, they're going to stay on.
Oh, geez, that's a heck of a image address. There we go.
Ew. Yeah. That works.
So you've chosen that it'll take a long time to do, but it'll do what you want, and it won't break.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, slowly but surely, Ross, you would feel, again, you're just growing appendages, basically. You would feel this phantom limb kind of thing start to form as you grow, as you grow into this system, for lack of a better term, grow into this drone that you are being bestowed, built. But yeah, it'll take time, and like you'll slowly start to feel it, be able to manipulate it. You'll probably have to do a bunch of tests and things with Ditch, for calibration purposes. Yeah, it can happen. Kind of always wanted that to happen anyway, so
metal.
No reason for me to fight it.
Metal.
I'm
so metal.
Banana terrible scale. Failed me. I shouldn't have read that. Win, what are you up to?
He is purely keeping an eye out for that ship,
Okay.
and that is it.
That is it? Okay.
Craig.
I almost like that better. That idea better. It's more of a Ross in the belly of something yelling at people. Get all of my way!
That's
Okay.
what it'll become. It'll just be his head
Slowly
in
grow.
the belly.
I mean, the drones already have little cameras on them so that they can get around.
Mhm.
So all we would have to do is just like make something on our vac suits or whatever. It's just hold Ross and face forward.
God, that boy.
Wait, Amy.
Yeah, Ross has his new LiDAR system coming online.
Get your ass to Mars.
Oh god, that fucking little chest baby thing from Total Recall.
Quaid. Ditch.
Oh my god. And Amy, what are you up to? If Wynn is, I assume he's like at the helm or on the bridge, monitoring the. It seems like it landed. Wynn, the other ship landed at the other ship, the
Yep.
crash site.
All right.
You're not really able to tell what they're doing, but it seems like that they landed basically next to it where you guys were previously.
I will be. Can I adjust the sensors to be able to detect? I get it won't be as far out, but detect if like beings, smaller vessels, are coming towards us.
Oh, you're trying to see if there's anything approaching the planet you're on, or you're trying to see if there's
anybody like they're in like we have our rover that we
Mhm.
can take. And
Oh, you see
there's
if they have a
anybody in, like,
rover or something like that.
Something like that coming towards us. Yeah.
No, nothing coming towards you. You do not detect anything approaching like
Okay.
your ship. There
That's-
does seem to be activity. It's difficult for you to discern exactly what kind of activity, but something is definitely going on back between the other two ships.
Okay.
But right now, they do not seem to be concerned directly with you.
Okay.
Just kidding. A billion come out of the sky and shoot you. No. Okay. Well, we can fade. We can have a commercial break. We can come back, and you're still didgeridooing with the little rover. You set it down on the ground ditch. Its little antenna eyelid or eyes like move around and look around. And Ross, you like there's this it's like as the camera comes in and shows the little robot droid thing. It's Ditch and Ross clearly talking to one another and like, so can you see now? Are you picking it up? And Ross, yeah, you're getting pretty good resolution out of the feed. There's like lag because it's this organic Wi-Fi, but overall it works. But yeah, there is a bit of a lag. I don't know if you ever played video games, but you got like a 220 millisecond ping. Not great, but you will be able to interact with the world okay.
That's beautiful.
Are you saying he can still stay in contact with the ship when he's not attached to it?
What do you mean? Yes. Like yes.
Okay.
Like you can put this thing on your backpack as it sounded like you wish to do or whatever and go on a jolly hike and he will be able to communicate through it to you guys and by extension the ship.
Cool. Yay. I was hoping for a bare minimum of just him being able to be not attached to the ship.
Oh, maybe we should just transfer his consciousness into it.
So-
That makes it far more fragile and precious.
No, your first idea is good. Go with your gut, Michael. The first idea is good. First impressions. You know, first one's always the best one.
First one's always the best one.
I see nothing wrong with any scenario. I'm in 100%.
When go ahead, Amy.
They can still move around too, right? Because I think Ditch left the legs. So it could just, I mean, they could just wander around if they want to.
Well, it's technically attached to.
Oh, I thought you
Rough.
made an umbilical. I thought the umbilical was really just for your like tinkering and you setting it up and doing your wet work while you
I
worked
was
Yeah,
like
like
on
an
it.
umbilical cord. We can just snip it now.
I
Yeah,
did-
okay.
That was my thought, but if you want
No,
to have it,
that's ultimately that's what it would be. Maybe that's why it took so long, is because I was actually doing that stuff. It wasn't
Let's
such a
make it-
hurried.
Mhm.
Super
Quick
quick
and dirty. Takes
Yeah,
some
it was like a
time and-
commercial's break
finish
worth
it
of
out.
time that you were able to montage through
Yeah.
and build it. And in that montage time, when you would have seen that the activity at the crash site has definitely heightened, and it seems like they have taken to trying and excavate it. They are digging it out.
Should
Okay.
we just hide here until they're gone?
Well, right now we don't have a way to jump, so I think until we do, that's probably the best plan. But if we can find a way to jump before they leave, we might be able to just, I mean, they seem distracted, so we might be able to just get away without a confrontation.
Mm-hmm. How can we synthesize fuel for the FTL?
Can
We?
So this is a horrible suggestion. I recognize that, but is it possible to cannibalize part of the ship in order to feed?
Like
ships
eat
and
your own
people?
leg?
Oh,
Ooh, nasty.
It's the only idea that I've had so far. So
I don't want to say no. So if you wanna,
You can certainly
if
try.
Vor was your, fetish for this episode that you penciled in,
usually,
You know,
convincing Ross to eat parts of Ross may be a bigger problem. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I don't know Ross that well, apparently.
Just tastes like chicken.
would be mutually beneficial. I mean, it's really for the
Space
ship's
barbecue
sake.
sauce. Space mayonnaise.
Hungry sauce.
Yeah, I guess if we can't synthesize it from something that's right near the ship, like dirt and air.
Ooh, can we though? That would be better.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you guys haven't. I guess in my head, I see a few options. You could. I mean, I did not actually see the cannibalization one, so kind of like that one. But
it's like basically what we feed it for fuel is effectively lots of fat, and I had an impression that things around us were a bit desolate, and so I didn't think there were flora or fauna to collect fat from. But if there are, that would be way better.
Well, I mean, in that vein, I was going to say that you guys didn't do a good or a thorough survey for organics, nor was the Ooming concerned about organics when they did their original scan. So there could be, but it is fairly barren, yes.
can we do a scan?
In my head, that means you'd have to at least get up off the ground
Okay.
from a ship's perspective.
Well, we can do that now pretty easily, though,
Do a
right?
survey.
Like we have enough fuel to, shuttle about. I think just not enough to jump.
No, absolutely. You can still, still have your maneuvering thrusters and things like that, but the jump process is unavailable to you.
Okay. Hey, Ross, how far are we from a full glisten?
Oh, well, let me see.
Nice sheen.
Lick my lips.
Ugh.
How far am I away? I'm seeing as much as I can near me. Hard.
I know you're trying to get me to say something.
We're done.
We're done.
There it goes. One last secretion. 65%.
Oh man, you're like
Okay.
65%.
So that. Sorry.
Sorry. Brian got me. Just got me. Got me. 65% sounds good to me.
Okay. I don't want to be too presumptuous.
No, you
65%.
earned it.
Amy.
You earned that 65%.
Thank you. Working on it so hard, Amy. It's all new.
And you're so hungry.
And yes,
You're famished.
So hungry.
And you just have this dribble of this gruel space suet.
Space suet, yeah.
Or Scrapple. Yeah, space
Hey,
Scrapple.
we'll We'll get you something soon. You and Sweetie.
We have food. We have food on the ship, right?
We do
Yeah,
have
you
normal
can feed him
for him.
food,
That's for
but
them too.
he's still
Yeah.
gonna continually get this
Spice it
hungry
up.
feeling from the
I'm
ship itself.
hungry. I'm gonna put my stomach growling on speaker.
There's this soft shudder that rolls through the ship.
Yeah.
I would just like to do a wellness check on the bishop.
I was actually gonna say,
was
can
Wind
we
killed him
pipe?
already.
Can we just pipe that sound into the bishop's room the whole time? Your stomach growling?
Motherfucker.
I wasn't gonna check on him.
Is it a torture box?
I thought about it earlier.
This is-
I didn't say anything.
I was gonna, but then I didn't.
Win doesn't care, and
No, he does not.
Don't send Win to check on him.
Part of Ditch was wondering if the bishop is kind of a big guy and he might be like one worth jump fuel. Can we throw him into the converter? And
Thinking.
You want to eat him?
that's a
There you
tired
go.
thought. No, that's just a tired thought. I don't want to turn him into fuel, but it's probably possible.
Did you say
Okay,
we
let's-
still needed the bishop?
Let's get this back on the rails. Back on the
Yeah, but I think Ditch said that because he's nice, though. Like the bishop could
Okay.
help us, but I don't think we
We-
need him now.
Okay, I didn't think we did. I just remembered that Ditch had said we did. So
Yeah, I think the
I was
consensus
trying to
is-
clarify.
What you guys are saying is correct, yes. On a very
Michael
technical
said that-
level, you do not
Yeah,
need the
he's-
bishop.
he's good as a bargaining chip or
Yeah.
possibly more information.
Then yeah, Win would not have even thought twice about actually checking on him. He may have crossed his mind as to I wonder if he's dead yet. But he wouldn't have gone and checked on him.
Well, I'm too busy, so I can't check on him.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Ruggero Diodato. He's the director of Cannibal Holocaust. Thank you, Ruggero, for your sponsorship this evening.
Have I seen that? I think I've
Okay, where are we? As mentioned, you guys hadn't done a thorough survey of any organics, large organic like clusters or anything like that. Like any subsurface organics or anything like that would not be super obvious, obviously. And so, no, you could do a further survey. You would need to at least leave the planet's surface to do it in any kind of what's the timely manner. It would take you days, months, years to map out, by foot or whatever you planned on. Even just by using your
planned
rover,
on.
it would take ages. Sorry, not your planned on, but
Oh.
would any like doing a ground survey from the ground would take a long ass fucking time.
Right. So, 65% coverage.
Yes,
That's-
ma'am.
That might be enough for us to withstand an EMP burst, right?
Calculating,
Uh,
working.
Maybe.
If not, can you tell me what you think the minimum might be? And let's get there and get up.
are you asking me? I don't know.
Well, it's
Doug doesn't
65%. You'll get a straight roll for whatever you have, and whatever happens to roll down, probably an alien. And the if you let it complete, it'll be with advantage. So that I do feel. How's this? I don't feel like guaranteeing you. I don't feel like giving you a 100%.
No.
Right?
Is how long until it's fully done?
A couple hours. You
We
guys
wait a
could just
couple
sit on
hours,
this.
can't
Yeah. Yeah, we could wait a couple hours. I thought it was
Yeah,
like
bitch.
another day. Okay.
That'll just give us more time to lay low.
I will take a nap.
Okay.
I don't think
Um,
Amy's slept in a while.
Yeah.
Amy,
I
as
don't
you
think any of
bunk
us
up,
have.
you hear this god-awful groan just emanate from one of the rooms down the hall.
Oh, shut up, Ross.
It's not me.
Oh,
Well,
I can hear everybody on this
it
ship.
kinda is, but
Is it the
is it the
Clung,
bishop? Yeah.
clung. Is this thudding?
We not fed him in a while, you guys.
no,
Somebody
Win
fed the
hasn't.
bishop,
Adam,
right?
you free falled from base.
Yeah,
And
we
he was
free
trapped
that.
in the
Oh.
room. You
We
might
did
as well
that.
have just put a
Broken.
puppy in a
It's
box
true.
and shook it. That's what you did.
That's fair. That's fair. Hey,
No,
we
we
didn't.
had-
We free falled too. You know,
No, I know.
Too. Like we didn't enjoy that.
We were kind of able to brace it.
Yeah, you probably saw it coming. Yeah, to some
He's
degree.
shorting his cat.
Anyway,
I'll go
I'm
check
not
on
here
the
to
bishop.
cast aspersions at your action.
I'll go check on the bishop with a first aid kit and a
Bring
Oh.
Win. Win is very
Stiff.
attentive to the bishop's need. I think Win should go too.
well. Win can come along if he wants to.
You
Yes, it
find
falls
a
out of
broken and battered man on the other side of the door.
Oh.
When you did trap him in here effectively, did you not? That's what I heard. You locked him in
Yes.
here. You did not let him leave to use the lavatory or anything else.
No, he had a bucket.
He had a bucket, which you now see upturned in the corner because of aforementioned free falling into
I
the.
didn't think about that.
So this room is decorated. Somebody did a really shitty job, and you find basically, yeah, he shook up. He has a broken arm. He's clearly all bruised up, and yes, the bishop is in a very bad, well, not very bad, but in not great shape.
Win pulls out his knife and goes to put him out of his misery.
I said, Win, hold on. We can go put him in. Let's just go to the auto dock. How about we head to the med bay bishop?
Oh, it's like a horse.
don't-
He's wounded.
just-
you just put him down.
Just to remind you, Ross is now your auto doc,
Well,
which is to say, remember
He's not in the auto dock.
I thought that's what we did. Like he was in the auto dock on the bed and the whole thing. I mean, maybe not.
I didn't think he was actually in the auto dock. I thought he was just on a bed in the med bay. I guess I wouldn't think we'd be able to do that in the auto dock.
What I like even better is that Ross, you are now
If that works.
you are actually what's the word? Ambulatory. You are able to move around.
Okay.
You are umbilical in this kind of not kind of in this very fleshy.
Does the cords slide along the wall, like the walls and stuff, and move
Could be
with
like
him?
Octopus.
No. No to all of you.
It's in my head, yes, there was like this squelching when he wanders around and from the tether
squelching,
moving
definitely
around
squelching.
behind him. So there's this soft squelching as he moves around.
Moistly undulating.
Oh, yeah. I mean, before, there was only one point of contact.
But for the moment, you are confined to the lab here.
Okay.
Well, the bishop can come down. We must have another bed in the lab, in the med bay,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I'm saying. That even if he was in the dock, I like the idea that Ross has this horrifying umbilical Cronenberg like apparatus coming out of the back of his head,
Yeah.
and
You want
into
me
the
to take
ship.
bishop?
Like,
Well, he just needs we just need to wrap up his arm and give him some
Okay. So I'm not the auto doc.
Time out.
drugs.
he also smells
Keep-
awful for obvious reasons.
Before ditch takes him out of there. He's gonna close the door on the bishop's room again.
Have a talk.
We
Okay.
have a person attached to the ship in the med bay. He's a bishop. Is he gonna be cool with the genetic modification we made?
I would say
I
lore
think
wise,
that's-
it would be sacrilegious, and he would not be cool with it.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I'm much less concerned with his feelings than I am with him not
I'm.
dying.
It's see. I don't care if he dies in there. It's more the reaction that he's gonna have when he sees it.
So you don't
more
want
my
to see his
thoughts.
face when he sees it?
No. It's just more. I'm gonna kill him when he flips out.
Oh, okay.
What?
Hey, Bishop, why don't you stay here in your room, and I will
wearing your
go
feelings
bring.
on your
Well,
sleeve.
I won't actually kill him. But
Oh well. That's a good point, though. Maybe he shouldn't see Ross.
but he's gonna flip out and may do something where I do end up just killing him because he's annoying. But
Yeah.
Wind
We'll
does
leave him
not,
here,
yeah,
and
'cause-
I'll just give him a cast and some drugs. Solve it
we
with
go.
drugs. Everybody gets drugs.
Solve all problems with drugs.
Painkillers, antibiotics, sleep aids, and a cast. Leave him in his poop room.
Why do all
I'm so bad.
why do all tabletop RPGs always boil down to torture and at least one?
I mean, he's
Yeah.
a dirty bishop, literally.
I think the answer
Yeah, but he's
is
dirty
that,
because
that
he helped you guys.
He's
no,
dirty
he was
because he did
dirty
things.
because he did bad. Yeah, he think about his prayers. he had
Yeah,
listened
Yeah.
to, yeah,
Yeah.
listened to. I'm gonna answer that with the idea that because DMs like to have villainous people around, and so
You're villainous.
I mean, yeah, we're villainous too, but yeah, he's a bad villain.
Okay.
We're-
Well, you
Fine.
drug up the bishop.
Well, no, I offer him drugs. I don't force them upon him. I'm also not a doctor yet,
He's
so
in no.
I don't really know
I
what
gotta
I'm
roll
giving
some,
him.
do some poop
I'm
rolls
just-
for that.
I'm just reading labels. And I'm like, I think I know what that one is. I'll do a quick Google. I'll Google search that one. Yep, WebMD
This-
says.
Google.
This ends with a cillin. This has got to be an antibiotic.
Yep, it's an antibiotic.
So,
Hydrocodone.
well, he is
know
in
that-
no
that one
condition
is.
to refuse your medical attention. So, yeah, you. I mean, there's no role here. He would be in, and you would help him take it, I assume.
Yeah.
But yes, he would be drugged. So Amy, you can. What brought us here, Amy? You can now sleep. The bishop has been sufficiently subdued, so he will no longer make accosting, moaning noises
thanks, you guys.
Is that why we were doing that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
Because Amy went back to relax in her bunk, and I said that she heard this awful moaning coming down from the hallway.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess while we're waiting, I feel like I need to keep checking things. How are the nanites doing that we put into dormancy earlier? Still dormant?
Yes.
Okay. So no change there. Ships.
No, you've
Couple more
learned
hours.
how to turn them off and then on again.
Okay.
For the most part.
Okay. Are they're the ones in Ross, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How's Ross doing?
I don't know. How you doing, Ross? Feel a little clear. A little more clear. The pulsating horror that was your headache earlier has subsided. The drunkenness, the stupor has moved on, and you now have a little mobile buddy to trip over.
Yeah, so walked around with the Squelchy. Made some gross noises, especially by Amy's bunk. And then
No, you're confined to the lab. You're confined to the lab.
No, he's just walked around the lab a little bit, getting used to moving, working it out, doing his steps, and then digging into being part of the ship. Ross is learning to be, not say absorbed, but trying to have this to solidify the symbiotic relationship that they have with the ship. Working on that.
I would like to clarify. It's less of a squirt, and it's more like you've just put your hands in like 2 pounds of ground beef. And it's like that.
Okay.
More of a continuous as you move around, and the flesh moves around all kind of constantly with you.
I love it.
If I had a Foley guy, he would just have like gloves on and a shitload of ground beef.
Yeah.
I don't have a Foley guy, sadly.
Ditch is going to take a little nap. Ditch needs a little nap.
Okay. So the whole ship kind of settles down. Ross, you kind of become familiar with yourself, so to speak, learning the ins and outs of "Oh my God, sweetie," as you kind of communicate and learn how to better manipulate and use your relationship, your interface with the ship now. What are you up to after you told Ross that the bishop's okay? Sorry, the bishop's okay where he's at, I guess. You understand Amy is going to sleep, basically?
Yeah.
So, the ship's kind of settled down a bit.
He's just up wandering and roaming and thinking.
Okay.
And he probably does have the dagger that he had before that he was playing with when he was drinking. He's probably like not thinking about it, but playing with it in his hand, like just kind of flourishing it.
Not absently stabbing Ross for fun.
Yeah, no. There may be a periodic every time he like comes near the med bay, he might poke it just to get a chuckle.
Get a chuckle.
Hear Ross go, I
just hear Ross in the background, motherfucker, god damn it.
Stop poking the ship.
Oh, what? Me? No.
Poke the ship, you get the horns.
Okay.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
As you wander around, Ross, and get more familiar with your body, you you test out certain systems. Is there anything? What I want to know, because this is a big thing for Ross. When he starts to have this power, this control over the ship in a sixth sense kind of way, how, like, as the ship is kind of quiet and you're kind of left alone, and Wynn is drinking his memories away, what are you testing out? What are you playing with?
You're
landed. You're on the
landed,
ground.
Okay. Well, he's gonna test starting up the engines. The impulse drive. Kick them on. Ross is there gonna play with the temperature in the ship
Okay.
a little bit. Turn it down, make it a little chilly. They'll be like, everybody has to wake up. Then they'll turn it back up. They'll turn it back up. Play with the lights a little bit. Subtly things.
You're just gonna change like the room temperature slightly.
Slightly, yeah, just to see what they can do, like how fast does it work and how responsive these things are. They are gonna activate the guns. Just play with the targeting system. Dump some waste. Let's we have to do some of the sanitary stuff. And see how that works.
Oh, that could
And
be
then
fuel.
Make them eat it.
No, convert it. Convert it over.
Convert it first.
Well, that's something for Ditch to figure out. Wake him up.
So you leave a little
Hey.
cow plop outside the ship on the planet.
Yeah, for Ditch to scope it out. Hey, maybe you could make something out of that turd pile.
I have to fail one more roll.
There's
to be able to
definitely
do
more
biological
organics
stuff.
on the planet now. That's for sure.
And I guess, is there a specific language the ship speaks, or is it everything just intuitive? Like, do I have to learn, like, binary? I don't know. Does it have its own dialect?
Shippanese? No.
Okay.
In my head, it's all Intuit. You just kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just a little bit, because they really want to test this baby out in the air.
Ross really wants to test this body out.
Yeah, move it.
No, I'm with it.
Yeah. So
I'm with it.
right now it's just the mundane aspects of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Start small, baby steps. So that's what they're doing.
Oh, over time, you guys, your EMP shield. The hours pass. You are hungry as fuck.
Feed me! I want this ship to go anywhere.
But the thing, what I'm saying is, you aren't like your body, your actual physical body, is probably just fine, nutritionally speaking. Like when she fed you the paste and everything else. But when it comes to making the jumps and everything else, your meter reads E, empty, and so you just have this pang of hunger in the back of your head all the time.
So I'm gonna surround myself with snacks.
Pretty much, yeah. You would be probably trying to.
Yeah, mitigate that hunger.
But yeah, it would feel like it never went away.
It never goes.
At least at the moment, right?
Yeah.
But the hours pass. There's a bit of a montage as the ship quiets down, and Wynn drinks as he watches the monitors, the security, of what footage and what kind of sensor readings he can get out of what the nanite species, whatever they're doing, is doing. But the time passes, and your EMP shield, the one you've concocted, is at 100%. Yes, sir.
While I'm doing this, do I go down a stress or anything?
Sure, you can all remove a stress. Go ahead, guys. That was pretty stressful. Falling out of the sky, turning a blind eye to torture, rebooting Ross a couple of times.
I mean, it's not torture when you tell him you're going to do it ahead of time, right? Oh, we're not talking about
definitely
Ross?
still.
Bro for it.
Definitely still torture.
They like it though.
No, now that's almost kind of worse.
Yeah, that's like more extra torturous.
Different. More torturous, exactly.
I'll let you know what my safe word is when it gets crazy.
You should let me know beforehand, so I know it when you say it.
This is true. That might help.
That's the problem.
Didn't establish a safe word. That's why.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Anyway, I just wanted to give you that
learn.
quiet moment, Ross, to, as the ship settled down, and that kind of
Thank you.
quiet moment in the ship as the camera pans around everybody's room as they're snoozing or drinking or groaning, drugged
Wynn's
up
not really
in their own filth.
Wynn's not really drinking too
Okay,
much. Like
I apologize.
he's
I
drinking
thought
a
you
little
were...
bit. He's probably drinking a little bit, but he's not like getting hammered. He's more wandering around the ship.
Oh, he's sipping it. Yeah, he's
Get some sipping whiskey.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, there's that camera moment where it glances over the clock a bit and it speeds up and the hours pass. You're at 100%, Ross. It says the coverage is now complete.
Okay. Announce that to everybody.
Yeah, what do you say?
Ready to go. We are 100%. My best computer voice. Crew. The EMP skin is 100%.
I'm going to run a scan to corroborate that. Trust but verify.
Why would I lie, ditch?
You gotta make sure you can count to 100.
I can't open the hatch, ditch.
I can't do that, ditch.
I can't do that, ditch.
EMP or spider.
Start pulling out chunks of him later, and he's like, it would corroborate. He is at,
right.
He's not fibbing.
Okay.
The process shows as complete. You have efficiently graphene reinforced the ship's outer skin.
I go outside and I look at the ship.
Oh, it's glorious. In my head, it's like this carbon fiber, super chic looking.
Does it look significantly different than we did? I know the general shape's not going to be different.
Right. Definitely the same silhouette, but it had a completely different surface texture and look. It has like this almost manta ray black smoothness to it as the graphene created these like plates, these graphene plates.
Maybe they won't think it's us. We're a different, unique ship.
I would think they would investigate any ship that's nearby.
Yeah.
I mean, we are at that point where we need to make some decisions about what we're going to do next.
I wasn't talking about these guys. I was talking about the syndicate that
yeah,
was
that's
looking
true.
for us.
Any of them still on their ship, or did they all get out? Guess we can't tell, probably.
No, it's difficult for you. You just tell there's a general activity. It's difficult to tell specific movements.
Is it still as intense as it was when they started? Whatever they're doing.
That's a great question, Ditch. If you would ask that question to Win would be able to show you on the monitor. He would show you like 10
he goes through.
ago.
He's like, he does what you do to him. With this an explanation like
tactical. Yeah,
he explains it to you back at you about how you can see that they've slowly but surely been excavating it, cracking away the rock around it and under it, exposing the main structure of the ship itself. So you can get a nice, good picture of what it looks like to some degree, like big shapes. But they are definitely, you can tell that they have definitely continued to excavate the ship and because they were trying to take it out.
Have we sufficiently fulfilled the job we were doing?
Sort of?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yes.
What job?
The survey? Yes. I mean, you could say, no, technically mineral deposit. Lost wayward alien ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got data from the ship.
But yeah,
Right.
you definitely have
Some
evidence
dead
of what-
nanites from the ship.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Seems like we should try to sneak on out of here.
Proof that they still exist. We need to get food for our ship so we can jump. Which we were waiting to get the skin so that we could do some scanning.
Yeah, I think it's time to start a survey.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do we have any sense of their weapons on their ship, or are they too alien for us to have any sense of what they even are?
Right.
Outside of that EMP thing that they did to you guys, you are none the wiser as to what their weapon armaments were, because
Okay.
you had very little opportunity to really do a thorough examination or scan of their own systems, for that matter, because they just fired first. And
Oh, we're an unknown quantity to them too, so
Yeah.
ha.
pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Excuse me.
Let's take off.
Sure,
Start the survey.
sure.
Right.
Who wants to roll alien for finding something on an alien surface?
Oh, Ross, because it's the ship looking up.
I have a +1 alien now.
I was gonna say I'm a 0, so I'm not really.
I have a +1.
I think ditch because he's got all the ditch moves.
Yeah.
Got all the
That
what?
ditch work.
He's got the ditch work going on.
Mm.
Yeah, this sounds like ditch work to me.
Yeah, but I'm not a geologist, nor an ecologist, or a biologist.
Well,
Ross, I fix things. I can fix things like you.
You're it. You're up.
All right. See what I can do. I've been studying this stuff in my off time.
Which I figured. So
I mean, how hard can it be? You just got to look for stuff that's not rock, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what biology pretty much is. Anything that's not rock.
duh.
I roll.
Yes. You roll. Uh,
9.
9.
Are you okay, Michael?
No, you guys are just
Perfect.
goofy. Anything that's not rock.
Imagine what it would have been like if this was like some kind of railroady module.
You're like, oh, these fucking
I don't-
creators.
I don't know how I would play a railroady module with you guys. I don't.
Because it would be derailing all the time.
Yeah.
The cow catcher would be
Railroad.
just rushing into
Distant.
everything.
Yeah.
You
Man.
you're able to locate. It looks like there's some volcanic activity. Conveniently right. No, I'm kidding.
Quarter
No.
mile from the ship, the other ship.
yeah, the other alien vessel. No, it's about let's say 150 miles from your current location. There are some volcanic activity. There are these sulfur geysers that often have very non-traditional forms of life. And you did notice through the subsurface scans that there does seem to lead off to a large kind of cavernous opening underground near that aquifer. Which, with your untrained but pseudo-trained expertise, tells you that that's a a ripe place to look for life. Organic.
I think we should head over to this cave over here. Let's see what's going on over there. 'Cause, that's because animals like to hide in caves. I read that somewhere.
All right.
It's true.
I don't
find
necessarily
hyenas in
mean
them.
like whole dogs and cats or something. I mean
Cave bears.
owl bears.
Owlbears.
Axolotls.
Actually, axolotls.
Blind things.
But he would be able to point on one of the monitors and show you guys this kind of cavernous opening. In my head, it's like this 3D plot, like it shows the cavern opening up and like water as the aquifer leaks in. It shows like this river system moving through, because of the seismic underground subsurface surveys that you guys are conducting. But yeah, you guys find a source of water and the heat from the volcanic activity in the geyser itself. And this cavern system, it's a chance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a possibility.
In all seriousness, we're probably looking for like phytoplankton, algae,
Yeah.
lichen, wall slime.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
I believe that's what Ross likes. That's his preferred.
Yeah.
Phytoplankton and algae are his new favorite things.
And press down into a gunk.
A few of my favorite things. Protoplankton. Brown paper bag.
But yeah, I mean, Ditch, you are able to find a hit, an
Okay.
opportunity.
So we just need to fly over there, real quiet, like.
Easy peasy.
All right.
Just scoop it up out of the ground. All right.
Yeah, feel free to fly us over there.
Who? I feel like this is like a
That Ross took
calculating
control
roll.
again, so I figured they're
Fair enough.
Oh.
How do you want to do? I was thinking it's a calculating or maybe even a slick. I'm not sure, but
Slick. Whatever you want. Tell me what to roll.
tell me what to roll.
I roll for you, my friend. Yes, my friends. I will take you right.
I'm
Slick?
trying to see if there's any. Yeah, go and just roll slick.
Oh. Okay. Little trouble.
Okay, can I dive in there and help when things start to
Did you do a lean on me?
go red? No, I'm not offering to lean on me because I didn't do that in time. I am asking if I can help mitigate whatever the
Yeah,
consequences
I didn't practice takeoffs.
Act quick, Amy. Which is a slick roll.
Oh.
Okay. As you feel Ross lose control of the ship, Amy, you're able to kind of finesse him back, pulling on the joystick, and you're able to right him back, kind of pulling him back down under what you would consider acceptable what's the word? Altitude. Like yelling at him, you gotta stay under the mountains here, or they'll be able to just even visually track us.
Oh. No.
So yeah, as Ross kind of is still learning the ropes, he kind of went a little above his envelope, so to speak. and you're able to pull it back, Amy, very successfully. But it did cause a full jostle around the ship as you had to yank him, like you're fighting Ross to some degree, yanking him down back into the acceptable altitude envelope.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. I think.
As you get closer, you do see that there's life around the geyser, the hot spring kind of thing. But it is, it's very what's the fuck word I'm looking for? But it's low level life forms. It's they're very simple, basic life forms, worm type things, and other, very nothing bipedal. You're not seeing elk and deer and sheep and everything else. You see insects and other more simple creatures.
All right. Now we just need to scoop a bunch up and convert it, and we can go. This ship is not outfitted to scoop anything, right?
No, we
I
have
would
no
imagine it's
scoop
not.
apparatus. But apparently you
Suit
can
up.
just grow shit after a while, so...
Land and suit up, y'all.
Oh, we've got grav things. The grav. We could maybe at least carry things back and forth.
Yeah. Go out there with some buckets.
That's the word. Yeah. Grav pallets.
Space home.
How many grav sleds did we have?
We're one less, right?
Well,
How's
yeah.
that?
We had 3. We have 2.
Okay.
If the DM doesn't answer, just say a number. I think is what Amy chose right there.
Yep,
At least a half dozen in storage, sir.
that works.
You got the foldable kind.
You got at least another one. That was,
We have a portable pumping system, vacuum system in there too. I can just attach. No,
Just a big
scooping
vacuum.
system.
Space shop vac. Yep.
Yeah.
Space vac.
Space vac.
Okay.
Now I'm just
I guess we
picturing
need to-
Spaceballs, which is a giant vacuum.
Yeah.
Guess we need to head out there and get some stuff.
Worms, I guess.
Worms and
Good luck. I'll watch the shoot.
paramecium.
Hey, you can come with that thing, right? The
Yeah, you can come.
Mm.
Yeah, you can crawl around on top of all of them and everything. You can sample them even.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Find which ones have the most flavor.
I'm gonna
deprive
spider
you
crawl.
of the fun.
Shoot up a spider crawl. I'm in.
Okay. Which one of you wants to scope it out as you guys kind of gently land outside this hot spring geyser thing? I'm just imagining like random shit in Yellowstone Park.
Scope it out. I'll take a good look.
There you go.
Excuse me.
And Ross, you can stand on my head if you want while we go out.
Okay. Let's do it.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Oh, that's a great question. Amy, as you guys approach the kind of this this rocky beach area that you can see this water kind of occasionally as the geyser overflows, it'll kind of flood this area. not a lot. It only come about up to like the ankle high when it floods, but it clearly cycles back and forth. And as you approach it and you kind of examine the life that's living around it, you notice kind of under as you approach, your boot becomes almost sticky. You don't become stuck. You actually feel it before it happens, and you kind of pull back, and there's like this oily look to it, sheen to it, and it has this heavy suction feel to it.
Ooh, check this out.
That looks interesting. We should
I'm gonna go ahead.
try it, I guess. I'm so out of my element.
I hope Win brought
We
the
all
big
are.
gun.
Hope Win brought the what?
The big gun.
Oh yeah.
Good, because I don't want any Arrakis worms.
I'll
bopping
leave
through
the
you.
ship though, right? Somebody. Oh, we did. Mind
Yeah.
me.
Loot the ship? What?
Leave
Oh,
the
nothing.
ship.
Don't concern yourself.
Don't worry about that.
Nothing to see here, Michael. Just don't even worry about it.
No warden helpers. No keeper helpers. DM helpers.
So you want to like test some of this, Ross? I don't know. You can hop down and have a little sip.
Do I have to?
No, you do not.
Can you mix it with something?
Ross, as you come close, as your little
I'll look at it,
DRD device comes close, scampers over to it, the camera will show you approaching it, and as that happens, Amy, you see out of kind of the corner of your eye one of these little centipede-looking kind of worm things approach close to the rocks, kind of in this beach area where you guys are at. And that sludgy, oily substance kind of seeps out of the ground and begins to coil and wrap itself around the like worm thing, and just kind of suffocates it and pulls it back down under the rocks.
Back away some more, a few feet maybe. Did you see that? You guys saw that, right?
What? So what?
No, I was.
Okay, so
Oh.
something in there ate a worm. It
Ugh.
just popped out, like gooshed out.
So
Oh,
for a proper
fucking alien girls.
fade to black, as the
Fucking
you
alien.
all kind of feel this tug begin at your boots around you,
Oh,
as
darn.
you all see this oily like
sharing, Win.
sludge substance start to try and make its grips on your feet in your suits.
Oh, everybody come out. It'll be fun.
Win blast it with a flamethrower.
This is fun.
Do you really win? Did you bring a flamethrower?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've got a flamethrower.
I got 3 different kinds. One for each range.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
That's
I don't think
about
he
a
actually
portable
has one.
ion cannon.
Right?
So we will fade to black on that, guys. It'll the camera will zoom down as Amy kind of watches this creature get consumed and then peels back to her own boots, and sees the sludge kind of seeping around the soles of her own boots, and then the camera will pull out wide shot, and it will show all of you who are now. Even some of the tiny little legs on Ross's DRD have a little bit of this sludge seeping up the sides of their boots. And it will fade to black as it kind of shows you guys. The camera peels up, and this crane shot over all of you guys shows that kind of around you, there's this soft sheen under all of the rocks that you've walked onto. Because I'm a mean DM.
Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ross, start eating.
Not on now. I'm scared.
It's like what is that stupid movie Beer Fest where he tries to drink his way out of the vat of beer?
Yeah.
The movie's so stupid. But yeah, credits will roll. You guys will skip the on the next episode part, and let's do our end of session, guys.
Yay.
I like this idea of just ending episodes on crazy calamity issues where
Cliffhangers are fun.
cliffhangers. Speaking of cliffhangers, that's what we do now. Let's start with Amy. Amy, do any of your hooks apply?
Let's see. I think Russ might be as devious as I am, and they should be tested to find out. I feel like at this point that's confirmed, so I don't know about that hook.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm addicted to adrenaline and take risks for the thrill of it. I did come up with some risky ideas that I put forward, but
Which ones were
and
those?
if I cannibalism, the sludge eating, the other one, and the retrofitting. I mean, Russ could have just died trying to connect to the new thing,
True.
but it seemed like a good idea.
Do you think it's relevant? Do you think you get a
I
point?
don't know. I don't know.
I think it is. Especially the cannibal thing. I just liked it. I think you just get
I
an
second
experience for it. Yeah, exactly.
I'll take it then.
And then your other hook, you said you're going to toss the one hook. We've already verified that Ross is crazy, especially now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
awesome.
I'll pick another one for one of my other
And so what was your third hook?
workers. It doesn't apply either, I don't think, because
Perfect.
if I know there's something unique and valuable around, I must have it. I didn't try and steal anything today.
Perfect. Did win?
I don't think mine really
Okay.
came into effect. I did drown myself in alcohol, and I didn't really. Oh,
I
I
didn't
guess.
care about
are
the
you
suffering of the bishop and his whole
Yeah.
recall.
But he's not a person to me, so.
That's it
There
in
you
it.
go.
That's your hook in a nutshell.
There you go. Got it.
Oofta. Okay. Are there hooks that you would like to remove that aren't working for you?
Me? No, I'm still trying to think of another one.
Okay. Okay, then mark a point for that one. Ditch.
Ross might have made me feel uncomfortable,
Oh yeah.
but it was much less sexual and much more Lovecraftian.
HP Ross.
I mean, do you feel? I guess it's up to the interpretation of the hook writer, and I didn't write the hook, so
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's true. The hook does not specify that it has to be like sexual discomfort.
Nope. You can make another one for that.
I guess it opened it up. It really opened up the world.
it really opens up the possibilities of discomfort when you just
Wait
it's
till
not
that.
just sexual discomfort.
I was not obsessed with a mystery, so
Okay.
there was too much action and
Yeah.
focus. So, but I do level up.
Ross.
Well, Ditch gets under my skin. I want to show them I'm better than they think. I don't think we really had any sparring like that.
In a weird sense, he's literally under your skin at some points now.
To write another hook about that. Amy is the only one that can calm me down. I want to be closer to them. Do we do any kind of no really interaction that way?
Okay.
I'm at the mercy of my rage and my struggle against its impulses. That might have to change too because he's going through they are going through a metamorphosis.
Okay.
Rage really isn't factoring in, so no.
Are there hooks that aren't working for you? It sounds like there's some that you want to swap out or dump.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think on that because because now my relationship with Ditch is changing. So gonna have to let's get rid of that one.
Okay.
I don't think he's not under my skin because now he sees him as somebody that's important. The right other hook. So let's end that one. Yeah.
So now we're at group ones. Did we complete a mission or contract?
No.
Not yet, but I think you guys are trying to. You're like, I don't know if I can fucking deal with these nanite people right now. Did we learn something new and important about the universe?
Yes. There's shit on an alien planet that can kill us.
There's oil beings.
Oil beings, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that also dovetails into the next question. Did we make a new enemy or thwart an existing enemy? Kind of both. So they marked that one down. Because with the skin, you're trying to do that EMP thing. And in my head, that was you guys trying to thwart the alien species thing. Was there a big moment that hinged on a crucial role? Probably a few, like when you're falling out of the sky. So, for each yes, man, you guys are just gonna level. You're gonna become a biologist and a pathologist and a podiatrist and
5 we get.
Other ists.
Yeah. What's the final XP from the group
A
stuff?
vibroniist. 2.
Okay.
Woo! I leveled up.
Yay!
Me too. Ooh.
Got me.
I hope you guys like
the
falling
roll.
out of the sky.
Yeah. Yes.
Or falling into the sky and then falling out of the...
The whole session felt like falling. One way or another.
One way.
That was funny.
I hope you had fun. This was a little more action-packed. Hope you all felt like you got some spotlight time and everything, and we got to check up on the Dirty Bishop and everything. So
poor guy. Oh my god. We are cruel and inhumane.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. I always have a blast.
Thank you.
Thank you,
have
Michael.
a good evening.
Yeah, thank you.
everybody.
See y'all later.
Yay.
Bye, guys.